Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, anywhere you're watching around the world. And it's your boy SNHEWY GWE, and your boy Snizzy. And today, this is part two, Sheila and Isreal Davido's logistic managing. And I'll be analyzing that's Sheila's point. Sheila talked about abuse in a marriage. I actually don't know the kind of abuse she was actually talking about. We have a lot of abuse when it comes to marriage or relationship issue. Is it sexually abuse? Is it sexual abuse? Is it how do I put it? Is it by beating her or whatever? I don't actually know about the abuse, but she talked about being abused in the relationship. That is a red sign to me. I actually don't support abuse in relationship either from both parties. I don't actually support abuse in relationship. So that is a no for me. And then she also talked about being threatened. I don't actually understand why she said she's been threatened in her own marriage, in her own relationship, in her own home. So I actually don't understand why she talked about death. So I think that's also a no to me. Saying she's been threatened in her own home, I don't really know, but I believe she has her own point and she has a reason why she said she was being threatened in her home. And also she talked about mental health. Yeah. When we talk about health is a serious role to play in marriage or relationship. So I believe if she says she has been abused and she's been threatened, that would actually lead to mental health issue. So she talked about that. Also, that is also a red flag to me in a relationship. And she talked about being deprived of doing anything. Okay. She talked about being deprived of doing anything. She did not actually tell us like what exactly she was being deprived of doing. But I know she has a page. She has a page and she has thousands of followers as well. But I don't understand the deprived of doing anything she talked about. But I believe that is between both parties. And then she talked about no account for money realized from wedding or what it was used for. Wow. This is a bad point. Well, I would say this. Really, I think this is also a trust issue, just like Israel also pointed out. Trust issue. So, normally, the both couple should have been able to trash this house for a long time, and I don't believe this should be coming out again. So, but talking about money realized from the wedding and what it was used for, she doesn't have an account for it, and she doesn't know what it was used for. Well, actually, that I believe whoever has the money, Israel or whoever has the money, should be able to answer that question, because we are not there and we don't know what the money was meant for. But I believe this they should have settled. They should have settled this, and I believe they did not talk too much on this, because for this to have come out, that means they did not talk too much on this. So that means probably they're having communication issue on this matter. So she also talked about when you marry a man that doesn't want to be productive, and when you try to push and encourage him, you are controlling him. Okay. See, I would say this: every man has a ego, same as some women too. But I'll say this: when you're going into a marriage, don't ever believe you can change that person. That's just the simple truth. Don't believe you can change that person. Accept the person the way the person is. And that is the main reason why you're going into that marriage. take him or her the way they are. That is just the truth about it. See, you going into a relationship and believing, or a marriage, believing you will change the other party, it's a red no. It's a hell no to me. You can't. You can't. Some of them have lived their life, all their life, doing that. And you only want to come in just in a few years and you want to do that. Some of our parents lived that with our fathers, and they did a lot, and they never tried to change it. See, when you're going into a relationship and you feel like, see, when you talk about something, there's nothing wrong in a woman advising the husband. Yes, there's nothing wrong in a woman advising the husband, but don't make it look as if you're pressurizing. Yes, let me use that word. Don't make it look as if you're pressurizing the man, you're forcing him to do it. No, that is when you feel like you're pushing and you feel like you're controlling him. So I don't actually know what extent this got to that made him believe you're trying to control him, you're pushing him. You can advise someone and he might not hear to your advice, might not take to it. But over time, don't make it look like it's a regular thing you're doing. Don't make it look like that. When you make, see, let me tell you something. One thing you don't know about men is this. Men listen to advice. I'll tell you the truth. Men listen to advice. But don't make it feel like it's a must, it's a must, it's a must. No. Men don't like that. That's the nature. Men don't like that. You can advise a man, then probably you might not talk about it for a long time again. Then probably maybe when you're discussing any other time, you chip it in again. And before you know, he might be paying attention to you. He might give you a listening ear. But in this case whereby you keep talking about it, nagging over it, you make him feel uncomfortable. And when he's uncomfortable, he would feel so bad and feel like you're trying to control him, trying to be the head. Men don't like that. It's fine, you can advise a man, but don't make him feel like you're controlling him, you're pressurizing him. That is a bad sign for a man. And at that point, a man can do anything. A man can go crazy at you. Ladies, try to correct your man, try to advise your man, but don't press too much. Men don't like it. So, you actually did a good one advising your husband, but I must tell you, maybe you pressed too much. That's why he felt like you're controlling him. Maybe you pressed too much. So advising your husband is not a bad thing. And saying he's not being productive. Your husband might not be the business type, and you might be the business type. So why don't you just get the fund from him and then use it to invest? How about that? You can get this fund from your husband and use it to invest. And at the long run, when he sees what you're doing, he will have a changed mind. How about that, my sister? See, it's not everything you need to shout. It's not everything you need to fight over. It's not everything you need to quarrel over. Sometimes your moves can change the person you're advising. You can get the fund from him, then invest. Since you feel like you're productive, then invest. Then when he sees that, oh, what you're investing into is yielding you profit and is moving, then he would have a change of mind. This I'm telling you. Ladies out there, I want you all to learn from this. It's not all about pushing a man, pushing a man, pushing a man. When you push a man, it could lead to anything. All you just need to do is be patient, be calm. If he is not doing what you want him to do, you can start by doing it. And I believe you, once he sees that you're doing fine, he will have a change of mind and probably join you, or probably invest into what you're doing. So that is what you should have done, not this. Okay, and then online publicity is the only thing he can brag that Israel gave her. Well, Sheila talking about the only thing that she has actually earned from Israel is the online publicity. But I tell you of a truth, you have actually earned online publicity, and if your account is being monetized, you have been earning from that. I'm sure you must have been earning from that. So that one is part of it also. That is part of it. Marriage is for one thing, is for one good reason. We benefit from each other. So you have earned from that. So that is not part of it. That is, we shouldn't be talking about that. So talking about online publicity, of course, he's been online before you met him. So he's had that publicity, and after you get married to him, definitely you will have that publicity as well. So you gain that, you earn that. So then talking about the father not begging to pay for bills that needs attention. Okay, I think I was talking about Israel buying things for the family, which was not requested for, and things like that. See, buying things for your family is part of his role, because now your family is now his family, and I don't see anything wrong in that. So I don't actually know if you actually mean anything bad about that, but like I said earlier, only the two of you know better. All this we're coming out to say online might actually not be the main reason why you both are breaking up. Probably there's another hidden agenda why one of you is breaking up. So I don't see this as any reason why any of you should break up. Talking about your husband disgracing you online, begging and things like that, those should not be any reason why you both are breaking up. That should not be any reason why the both of you are breaking up. And so to me, I don't see that as an excuse, and it's not a reason for breakup. Those points you guys have analyzed online is not a reason for breakup to me. We've had series of issues more than this, and they did not break up. They continued with their family. So this is not it's nothing. You can manage your life without your husband. Your husband online activity, is live online on social media, shouldn't be your barrier, shouldn't be your problem. You need to continue with your own life. You need to continue, live your own life. So you need to continue, live your own life, and forget about he's prostrating or he's doing whatever he's doing online and this, that. So I don't believe that. So the two of you need to actually settle this. It's either one party is tired or one party is actually seeing someone outside. I'm sorry to say that. I'm sorry. But I think with this point, I don't see any reason why you should break up, my dear. See, don't be carried away by social media. Social media will do no good to you. Social media will do no good to you. Your husband prostrating on the floor for Davido, thousands of men will do that to put food on their table, and their wife will even be glad that they have something on their table. See, don't let us come online. Let me just put this way. Do you know it's because you're seeing your husband on social media? We have a lot of people, what they do in the office is more than this. I'll tell you the truth. What they do in the office is more than this. But because your husband is there on social media, people are telling you how your husband go dey prostrate for the video all the time. Now only him dey there. We don't get other guys there. My dear, 700 and something thousand followers on Instagram. Not joke. I've been our beans. See, I'm actually not after the Instagram. I'm actually after you saying your husband's job is bringing you shame. Who is supposed to be happy about your husband's job? It's you, my madam. You shouldn't be bringing that up at all in any way. Talking about your husband's job is bringing you shame, embarrassing you on social media. That shouldn't be your headache. That shouldn't be your problem. Even when people talk about it, now you suppose shun them. Now you suppose shun them, make them understand, say that's what feeds your family. That's what you feed on. This is what he has been doing before he got married to you. And because he got married to you, would not make him change his job. I tell you. Because he got married to you would not make him change his job. He would continue doing his job. He would continue doing his job. Because that is what has been feeding him, and that is what has been clothing him, and that is what he has been doing to be a responsible man. My dear, if your husband no get job, you go talk say he no get job. This one get job with a famous person, you still dey talk say they prostrate for am, they do this, they do that. Okay, wetin make we talk about Davido, this guy bouncer, Kiss Daniel bouncer. Wetin make we talk? No be family man be that man. Wetin you dey talk? My dear, a lot of men will do that same thing you're talking about now, that this, that. A lot of men will definitely do it. So, my dear, so just please go and do what you need to do. Settle your home. A lot of homes have issues worse than what you think your husband is doing on social media. I repeat, a lot of families have issues worse than what you think your husband is doing on social media. Let me bring this to you. Have you heard of a man that brings home another woman to his own matrimonial home and sleeps with that same woman on their matrimonial bed? So what do you want such woman to do? And she did not quit her marriage because of that. She still went ahead, continued with the husband. Then later on, the husband had no choice and changed, because the woman he was doing this to did not even see any reason to leave the home. My dear sister, women out there are seeing things worse than you think. Don't let social media make you break your home. What you see on social media is not real. Most are fake. So live your life, live a responsible life, and live happily married. Because I tell you of the truth, if you leave this marriage, go to another marriage, then you want to break up again, do you think that marriage will be 100% fulfilled? Do you think the man you want to get and marry now, do you think is 100% fulfilled? Do you think he doesn't have his flaws? This is Israel's flaws, if you take it that way. But I don't see it as a flaw to me. That's what brings food on his table. So, to you, I would say, my sister, settle your home. This will not be matter we be say it dey break home. So settle your home. Matter wey dey break home dey plenty, and women still dey live for their house, still dey enjoy, and now they are reaping the fruit of their labor. My dear sister, you never see anything. This one sef no be anything, and I don't pray you see anything. So settle your home. Make your home a happy home. And it's your boy SNHEWZYGWE. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Comment to this channel. Listen to more tips, relationship tips, and relationship advice, and that's what we do here. So, nobody is responsible for your broken home. It lies between you, Sheila, and Isreal. So settle your home and make your home a happy home.